Hi everyone, and welcome to this YouTube channel. My name is Penny, and this is Penny's Coding Bits. In this video, we are going to address some of the comments that you have left for my previous video, which was on how the continents of this planet is going to merge into one supercontinent in 250 million years, and how that is going to affect the livelihood of mammals living on this planet at that time. So, there are some of you who are very optimistic about the kind of technology that we could come up with to combat this future. And there are others of you who are saying we have other more important things to worry about long before then. So I have actually took the time to look into how much control humans can have over the Earth's crust. And although we don't have technologies to move the tectonic plates at this time, we can cause earthquakes. And some of you may say, of course, human activities in extracting oil and gas could cause earthquakes, but there are much more than that. So let's have a look at this map right here. So this is a database that is tracking how many earthquakes worldwide that are linked to some kind of human activity, and it has accumulated 1,303 earthquakes so far. And you can see that all of these earthquakes are being color coded into some kind of cause. And the top three causes for these human induced earthquakes are fracking, which is a way of injecting fluids into rocks so that there could be more of a fracture in order to extract oil and gas from the Earth's subsurface. And mining of different kinds of minerals, and water reservoir impoundment. And in order to study each of these causes in more depth, there was actually a research paper published on Science Direct in 2018. So, in general, these causes could be grouped into four broad categories, and they could fall into either surface operations or subsurface operations. And in surface operations, there could be activities related to adding masses to the Earth's surface and removing masses. And in terms of the subsurface activities, there could be extractions and injections with the subsurface of the Earth. In order to show the relationship between human activities and earthquakes, this paper has taken the time to plot the seismic activities with the human activities in each of these categories. And this particular plot is plotting the trend of water injection activities at the geysers geothermal field in California, represented by this blue line here, and the seismic activities by magnitude, represented by this black line, this green line, this light blue line, and this purple line. While this clearly shows a positive correlation between the water injections and the seismic activities, there are more examples to show a relationship between human activities and earthquakes. For example, this one. There was a well dug at the Rocky Mountain Arsenal northeast of Denver, Colorado. And the purpose of the well was to dispose of contaminated wastewater. And that was done by injecting into the bottom of the well. And you can see that as the well was being constructed and wastewater being dumped into this well, more earthquakes were happening in this area. And when there was no fluid injected, there is a significant decrease in the amount of earthquakes happening. And as soon as this injection activity resumed, the amount of seismic activity significantly increased. And this is only one of 680,000 wastewater wells across the US. And beside injecting water into the Earth's subsurface, something as simple as constructing a tall building, such as the Taipei 101 Tower, could cause minor earthquakes. And this is a plot of seismic activities during its construction. And there are many other incidents of earthquakes that could be traced back to some kind of human activity. And to summarize, I have come up with this table that is showing all four broad categories as well as their subcategories, and some examples of incidents where earthquakes could be traced back to these kind of human activities. So let's just have a visual walkthrough of some of these incidents. So here I have pictures of the 1967 Koyna, India earthquake and the 1983 Coalinga, California earthquake, as well as the 2015 Gorkha, Nepal earthquake. And all of these earthquakes are found to be linked to some kind of human activity, such as the construction of this dam and the oil extraction at Coalinga, California, the extraction of riverbed materials and water at Gorkha, Nepal. And of course, there is the construction of the Taipei 101 Tower and the land gain that some countries are committed to. They also cause earthquakes because of the mass of land that is being added onto the Earth's surface. And there is the coal mine at Bachatsky in Russia and the Merkers potash mine in Germany. And all of these activities are throwing the equation of earthquake occurrence off balance. So we have the level of stress that is linkable to earthquakes, and we have the cohesion or the natural stickiness of holding the fault surfaces together so that they don't slip. And we have the coefficient of friction, which is describing how slippery the fault surfaces are. And we have the normal stress, which is the pressure pushing the fault surfaces together. And we have the pore pressure, which is the pressure of fluids within the fault. Because we cannot manipulate the natural stickiness holding the fault surfaces together and how slippery the fault surfaces are, these are the main factors that's causing the earthquakes that are believed to be human induced. So for those activities that are extracting or injecting fluids into the surfaces of the earth, those are manipulating the pressure of fluids within the fault. For the surface activities that are removing or adding mass, those are manipulating this normal stress, which is the pressure that's pushing the fault surfaces together. I hope this clears up the question of how much control humans have over the Earth's crust, and I'll see you in the next video.